Hi guys, and welcome to another cast from your favorite caster, Mega Kai, bringing to you another quarterfinal event from the Kiwi Challenge Series 2. Just a quick plug in there for another event that's coming up next month. That is iPlay's first Dota 2 tournament. They've done a number of League of Legends tournaments which were very, very successful, and now they're sort of trying their hand at Dota 2. You can see the information there on your screen. It is the 17th of August at the iPlay Internet Cafe in the middle of Auckland. That is 33 Lawn Street, Shop 4, right downtown. Good bunch of guys, really amazing setup they've got there for a shop, so go along and have a look if you want to see what the event's going to be like. And you can see on your screen there is a prize pool as well as some headphones in there. That's almost like $700 worth of prize pool money. Quickly there, going to jump to Southern Cross Dota. Southern Cross Dota being a community hub, you guys know all about it if you watch my cast. Otherwise you can rewind this and look at the link, go along and sign up. This is the quarterfinal game, best of 3 challenge for the Kiwi Challenge Series 2, GD versus VN, and I'm interested to see what's going to happen here. I have found myself a co-caster. Why don't you introduce yourself, buddy?
Hi everyone, my name's Jack, just a casual Dota 2 player. Looking forward to casting with you, Omega Kai.
No worries, buddy. We can see now that they've already jumped into the first bands. What is your take on those bands there?
GD's banned Nyx and Alchemist, and while VN's banned Batrider and SD, all very strong bands. Don't want to give either team either one of those heroes.
Yeah, both of those heroes all being very, very strong. We see a lot of Alchemist bands, a lot of Lifesteal and Nyx bands, and I think that's all very, very strong. No one likes to fight that Nyx in that trial lane. He is a scary prospect with that rage and with that open wounds. Same as that late game farm from the Alchemist. Vet Nomad's banning out that Batrider, which we get a lot of Batrider hate in the Australian New Zealand community. So I guess that was a smart move there. And also the Shadow Demon. Shadow Demon, along with Visage and I forget who the third person is, Jack, are often being picked up for those tri lanes. So I guess that's a good band there for the support. What do you think about these pickups of their first 3 selections here?
VN's actually gone for a strong lane, but in Juggernaut and Venomman, so not two picks that you normally wouldn't see in the first stages of picking. GD going for Visage, really strong. Tri-laner can pretty much guarantee you victory. We'll see who they go for next.
Yeah, you're right. You don't see much those particular heroes you would not normally see being picked up for the pick 1 and pick 2 slots. You might see them in the sort of the 3-4 slot because they're not. No one's really going to ban out a Juggernaut or Venominter. But I think the strategy here is they're looking to put a lot of pushing power on with that Juggernaut. With that Venominter, that's a lot of push right there. So they're going to be going for early game push, I think, with this particular team makeup, and we're going to see a lot of untraditional heroes. This makeup already being untraditional with the conclusion of a Juggernaut and a Venominter. But on the other side, GD's pickups very, very strong.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
You see here GD burning out a lot of off-lane choices of VN. Nature's Prophet being a really strong global ganker, as you alluded to, their push strat. Along with same with Lone Druid, also really strong pushing hero if he gets a good start.
Yeah. The strong again. GD playing this tier 1 strategy in terms of higher level play. All their bands fitting into that tier 1 category for May. All of their picks so far also fitting into that tier 1 category for May. So Visage and Darkseer, both very, very strong. I mean, no one can beat a Darkseer in that offlane position. Visage is obviously going to be in a tri lane somewhere, and whereas Ven's bands, okay, they are tier 1 bands, and they do have picked up a Queen of Pain, but I'm not sure how the rest of this team's going to unload. I definitely think Juggernaut's going to be in a tri lane, probably with Venomancer at Queen of Pain mid, or possibly solo. What are your thoughts?
Queen of Pain we usually see mid, quite common. I'm thinking VN is going to go for an offensive tri lane with the Juggernaut, obviously being such a high damage hero.
Oh wow, We're seeing the unusual pickup of Bristleback being included into this very untraditional lineup with the Juggernaut, Venomancer, and Bristleback. I'm interested to see where they put these heroes because it's a little bit of a blindside in terms of where you would actually put everyone. And they're banning and picking very, very quickly. In fact, this is going to be a game very shortly. So they've already thought out what their actual strategy is.
Yeah, I'm quite surprised by this Bristleback. It's hard to say. He's probably going to go in the off lane. I don't think they put him solo against the Darkseer. Yeah, it's quite a funny pick, this one.
Yeah, and we can see now we've already rapidly gone through all the picking and banning. GD's team looking very, very strong. Jack and Visage with Gyrocopter, Darkseer in the off lane, and now they've left themselves wide open for whatever they want to pick to counter off against this Queen of Pain. They're just waiting for those last pick before they lock in what their mid position is going to be. On the flip side, VN's got this team there. I don't actually know how it's going to unfold. They've got the including of an Undying, which is a offlane here, an old offlane solo hero that went out of popularity because he was kind of easy to shut down. But let's see where they put these heroes because I don't know what to call.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, but the early game team, the early 5-man of VN is very strong, especially with considering how they have Bristleback and Undying, who are 2 tanky heroes.
And GD choosing to pick up a a Dragon Knight for their mid lane. Not sure how that goes up against the Queen of Pain. I think it is going to go well, but everyone knows the power of Queen of Pain with that her ability to just dominate that mid lane and the rune domination with her blink.
Yeah, that is true. In 1v1, Queen of Pain versus Dragon Knight, the DK will have very little option but to bottle crow and spam Breath of Fire.
We see a bit of a migration here from both teams heading into the dire jungle to either block the camps or to ward that. Let's have a look at the items quickly. You can see they've picked up an early smoke on Venomancer. This is the Radiant, I should say, picking up an early smoke on the Venomancer, and we've got very good sentry and observation wards there, which I like to see. Those who don't know, I love to see those early sentry wards being used effectively because if you can take out their vision early on, that's a whole 6 minutes before the enemy team can get vision again. So I like to see that. And on both teams having done the same, although Dire hasn't picked up any early smoke.
Yeah, judging from here, both teams could potentially clash here. I'm not sure who I'd give the level 1 advantage to.
Yeah, we see an early smoke up here from VN, looking to dominate the GD in this in their own jungle, and it looks like this is going to be an early engagement. This is where first blood is going to come. They see him, they reveal them. It looks like this is going to be an engagement.
Looks like DK's going to get caught here. Great ice path.
Yeah, they just can't secure it. Yeah, good execution, but they do slow DK. He is going to get picked off. This is first blood to such a very, very aggressive, strong play by VN. Excellent execution there, and big props to VN. Some guys, those of you who can't tell on your screen now, they're currently advertising my channel.
Oh, I really like this tri-lane that VN has put up here.
Begins.
Well, yeah, highly unconventional, but looks to be very effective. Yeah, that early tombstone with the Venom Gale really helping them secure that kill. I guess GD being caught off guard because they didn't know how to react to that. There was a great play there from Navi with his ice path, but no follow through to save that DK. In fact, I think they decided just to give it up because they were just too out of position.
Yeah, I'm glad they did it because last week might have risked potentially giving up another kill.
We see Juggernaut going into this off-lane solo. I think this is great for him picking up XP, but he's going to suffer a little bit from CS given that there's Iron Shells. Mid lane is what we expected to see. It is a Queen of Pain versus a DK. And top lane is where all the action's going to be. It is a tri-lane versus a tri-lane, and it's this unconventional tri-lane versus a very, very traditional, stable long game tri-lane.
I would just like to point out one of the weaknesses of this VN tri-lane would be the long cooldown on the tombstone, as you see that he's just put down. Having such a long cooldown can potentially make them vulnerable to any sort of engagements.
Glad I'm having a co-caster. I do have a cold if you can't tell. Anyway, in mid lane here, bit of damage going down on the Queen of Pain. In fact, if she doesn't escape, this could be her. No, she does manage to get away. And they just go back to farming.
Yeah, both mid players opting to go for the early bottle. DK should have this momentarily.
A lot of action in the top lane. Everyone's sort of just jostling for position. No stacking or pulling happening just yet. You can see that they're basically too afraid to stack and pull because they know that as soon as somebody leaves this this cluster, I don't want to say clusterfuck, but this engagement entanglement here, there's potentially the opportunity for somebody to pick off. Also, they can't afford to pull or stack because it just gives the other team or VN the opportunity to dive and kill. So this is going to be a great game of last hitting in the top lane.
Yeah, as you can see, the Gyrocopter CS is just two below Bristleback. But you can clearly tell that GD are playing, this tri-lane of GD is playing much more scared and reserved compared to the VN lineup.
Yeah, the GD definitely feels that they're on the back foot. They've got this traditional safe lane sort of defensive hero combination. They've got the ability to really nuke out any heroes who are isolated. But I think what VN have done is that they've anticipated this and put the Bristleback there to be the focal point of that focus damage. You know, because he can tank a tremendous amount of damage, especially in that sort of mid game phase.
Yeah, and you can see that that third skill Bristleback, when you're trying to run away from a guy, flag cannon, sorry, not flag cannon, rocket barrage, will do much good.
Yeah, you can see. I can see in GD's. You know, GD being really going into this particular lineup. GD would probably be. You'd say on paper, GD being the favourites of this match. They won 3 for 3 out of all their pool play matches. VN only winning 2 out of their 3 pool matches. And GD obviously having this back history in terms of play because they did come second in the Kiwi Challenge Series 1. But you know, just as it seems in this particular matchup, it seems that it's really close. It's really tight, and it could be anyone's game.
Double kill.
Completely missed by me, unfortunately. What happened there? Did you see that?
Sorry. It's basically Venom managed to get his Gale off, and Bristleback and Undying followed up. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
That's right, buddy. You know, it can't be everywhere at once. But as you heard there from the co-caster, great execution between Venom and his Gale. Probably a couple of quill spike sprays in there somewhere, and a well-placed tombstone. He got a double kill, which is gonna be great. Quite heavily at GD. They're going to sort of psychologically now feel that they are way on the back foot. Let's have a look at the graphs and see if that does sort of show up. Just had a quick look at the graphs. Doesn't really reveal too much. It's still anyone's game. It's only 3-0. But you know, those 3 early kills, giving up that first blood, that's going to make you play much more defensively.
Queen of Pain TP's top, and they're looking to make another move. But she is quite low in mana, only having 200. Most you'll probably get is a blink screen.
Yeah, VM playing so aggressively, and this is what I think they need to do at this level of play. They need to play that aggressive short game, and that's what they're going for with all this pushing power.
They have a creeps there, and look at what's going on.
There's the ninth path, but unfortunately he's blocked in. He can't go anywhere. Visage comes in to nuke, but it may be his death. There's a reactionary TP. All manner of abilities come in. He does get Bristleback, but he pays for it with his life. There may also be another kill. There's a Gyro in there somewhere trying to pick off the Queen of Pain, but it also looks like it's going to be also a dead DK. And potentially a Gyro if he doesn't escape. But he's going to stick around. And there's another TP coming in. There's a buyback from Jack, and it looks like they are going to pick everybody off. There's people going down everywhere. They're trading off, but it's now 7 for 2. Probably 7 for 3 right here. No, Queen of Pain just escaping.
I'm quite surprised that the Dragon Knight decided to TP. He TP'd with about 3/4 HP and literally no mana, and I'm pretty sure he didn't even get 2 right clicks off.
You know, those are the breaks when you're on the ground, when you're in the trenches. You make the reactionary calls, and he came in at the right time. I think he did come in at the right time, but well, his decision to TP was right, I should say. But perhaps the timing was a little bit delayed. If he'd come in possibly a little bit later or probably earlier, it probably would have been better placed.
Yeah, because I think he was bottle crying, and he didn't actually have his bottle on him by the time he TP'd. And Queen of Pain manages to leave without dying.
Taking a quick look at net worth, you can see that it's all completely stacked in VN's favour. It's still quite close, but it's clearly not going the way that GD had intended with this really strong tier 1 pickup for their tri-lane, and it's just not working. In fact, it looks like Gyro may go down here right now.
Good ice path from Jakiro to slow down. We haven't really paid much attention to the bot lane.
You're absolutely correct. What do you think about this?
I'm quite surprised that the Juggernauts actually managed to keep up with CS on with the Darkseer, because normally in a lot of professional games you see the Darkseer pulling and cutting the creeps as they come along, so basically giving a great boost to his CS and forces for Juggernaut to last hit under tower.
Yeah, what you're also not seeing here is you're not seeing the double iron shells.
Engagement happening at top. Definitely an overextension on the part of VN there, and they almost brought down the DK, but it's a 4 hero wipe, and here comes Juggernaut, manages to pick off the Dragon Knight, but looks like he's going to pay for his life here. I'm not quite sure about that.
It does look like VN did throw away there's great lead that they had early on. Now it's 8 for 6 as opposed to what was it, 7 for 2. So you know, but that was very close. I mean, it was early game. They are engaging under the enemy tower. They did get a number of heroes
like
really low.
Again. Both Gyro and Jakiro on really low HP. They might be looking to make the dive here. Oh, Jakiro. Looks like they're going to grab Gyrocopter as well, with one more scream.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Another pickup there for VN. Aggressive play strategy, working out very well for them. Could have easily gone badly again, but you know they picked the right timing. And as my co-caster said, they wanted to go again. They found it, and then they managed to get those kills.
Like cordwood before axe's axe.
Yeah, that was a great dive there, and we're going to get the tower. So first tower in the game goes to VN. Be a great boost to the lead that they already had before.
Yeah, we're really surprised at how well they're executing this untraditional lane with the presence of a bristleback and an undying. Well, the Venom. You don't see these kinds of heroes being played, and I think this is what GD is suffering from. They didn't know how to react to this, especially when they gave up that first blood, and it immediately put them into a defensive mindset, which I think VN has just capitalized on so well.
Yeah, they've definitely used the knowledge the lack of knowledge to their advantage.
Is under attack. Radiant's
Meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Gyro's now actually rotated out to the bottom lane, maybe to pick up some CS and try and get a footing back. Maybe they could try and get a tower. This Darkseer doing the block that he said earlier before he wasn't doing. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, it looks like they may get a Jack kill or another kill, if not a tower.
Dyer's middle
It looks like they will secure the tower here. Trade GD trading bot tower for mid.
low. Dyer's middle tower has fallen. Tend to your wounded, or put them out of their misery.
Yeah, this. In fact, Darkseer and Gyro. Oh no, they were going to push this, but they decided to TP out. Hey, the one thing that I was in the middle of just talking about beforehand. 1 second. I've actually got a phone call. 1 second. I'll put it to directed camera. Can you keep going?
Sure. So we see here VN just falling back to the bot lane. Guess their early aggression is over right now, so they're just looking to get some farm done.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And GD's moving towards the middle lane, and here come the reactionary TPs from VN.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
So both teams deciding to back off, and let's have a look at